Hey, Lorraine Pursell. I'm really excited about the new format for the Wednesday night trainings. I'm starting to call it self-love lessons. It just came to me this afternoon. I think it's really appropriate because as earth angels, that's really where the crux of it lies for us, because we love everybody else, but to ask us to love ourselves is like a big order of business, and it really does hold us back. So I have a really juicy topic for you tonight on this. Thank you for joining me. For more of my work, go to 3keys2selflove.com. 3keys2selflove.com. The number 3 keys, like you put in your car, to selflove.com. You get my most popular ebook there. I've been downloaded 10,000 times. It's really been the turning point for a lot of people around the world. So 23 years counselor coach, 30 years tapping into source and being deeply connected to source. So I'm here to answer any questions you have, any concerns you have. And this is my weekly forum on every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. I come to you live from Charleston, South Carolina. So this whole thing about taking ourselves seriously and loving ourselves, it's really an ongoing topic. You know, some people I've been working with for years, have been in my community for years, and it's still the topic. And honestly, Vicky, hi, beautiful, says you're my top fan. Hey, Vixter. Woohoo! I was just talking about you this morning with one of the sisters too, how you just stay the course, and you're just such an example of this whole thing. Oh, and I wanted to show you, let's see if I go like this. Can you see this big canvas behind me? I'm going to paint a big picture on that. I thought it was going to be day after tomorrow, but it won't be this week, probably next week. So self-love and taking ourselves seriously and paying attention to, paying attention to our own desires, to our own thoughts, to our own intentions, to who we are, to giving ourselves airtime with ourselves. Does this make sense to you? Giving ourselves airtime with ourselves. You know, we're really good at listening to other people. We're really good at staying the course with other people, but when it comes to us, we are the type that throw ourselves under the bus, right? And my whole mission and purpose is to call you up, because I have come so far in my life. I have come so far in my life by practicing this self-love lesson of honoring myself, taking myself and my desires seriously. And it's an ongoing unfolding. It doesn't happen all at once. You know, it's like, bam, we get breakthroughs. I actually work with people around the world with these 2-hour intensives where we have actual breakthroughs, which just take you to the next level. If you're interested in that, reach out to me. We get it done until your next thing comes up. And you still have the equipment, but you stay closely connected and you're supported, and, you know, we just go on from there. But it's an ongoing thing. We think we have it mastered, and then, oh, I'm slighting myself again in this little part. Oh, I'm slighting myself again in this little part. Oh, I'm slighting myself again in this little part. Okay, so how do you know that you're slighting yourself? Well, it's a feeling that you get in your body. And it's kind of a feeling like you've left yourself out. Sometimes you feel left out, period. Like left out of the planet, left out of the human race. I used to feel that a lot. Left out of your family, kind of ignored and passed over. Well, guess why you're ignored and passed over? I'll give you a guess. It's because you ignore and pass over yourself. because people will only give to us what we give to ourselves. And life will only give to us according to the love that we give to ourselves. That's the attention that life will give to us. So as we begin to take a stand and really hold strong for who we are, our beliefs, our desires, and not being rigid about it, but starting to stand in your own camp. One of the first things I heard when I began my journey about 35 years ago of self-love and self-discovery was from Dr. David Viscott, who has left the planet now. But it was a Psychology Today cassette tape. And I listened to, and I checked it out from the library, and I listened to that probably 100 times. And I remember him saying in his New York accent, "You have to believe in yourself to win, not to place or to show, but to win," like in a horse race, right? And I just have used that so much in my life. And, where do you need to believe in yourself to win, not to place or to show, but to win? Where do you need to believe in yourself to win, not to place or to show, but to win? Be the first nose over the finish line. And it's not about competition. Earth angels don't really like that too much. It's about you winning your own personal race. Okay? And keeping our promises to ourselves. This is the theme this week. Keeping our promises to ourselves. As earth angels, we're really good at keeping promises to other people because we actually honor other people more than we honor ourselves. Sometimes you don't think you are, but when push comes to shove, if you deny yourself to please somebody else, yes, you are. Is this making sense? So keeping our promises to ourselves are imperative to that deeper self-love, that higher love that we have to have for ourselves first before we can expect it from anybody else or even want it from anybody else. All the love you want comes from you. All the love you want comes from you. So I hope this has been of service to you tonight. For more of my work, go to 3keys2selflove.com. 3keys2selflove.com. I'm going to put it here. 3 keys to selflove.com. 3keys2selflove.com. Yeah. And that will keep us connected. You'll get email announcements when these are going to go live. I do this 3 times a week because after 23 years of, no, how long has it been? I think it's 24 years now as a counselor and a coach, working with people all over the world, really thousands of people through my television shows, my radio shows, my podcasts, my videos, thousands and thousands of people. I'm an international bestselling author, so through the books that I've sold, the book that I was in that I sold, I've helped thousands of people with this. And so now it's my pleasure to turn around and help you and come to you every week with 3 live streams. This one on Wednesday evening, Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And where I do self-love lessons. And every Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern for Fairy Godmother Monday, where I take my magic wands and I show you how to make your dreams come true in the quantum field. It's very powerful. And then every Friday morning is Body Talk Friday, where we tap into your body's wisdom so that you can heal over the weekend and obey what it's telling you to do. Who's just joined me? Say hi. Okay, it says Christine. Hi, Christine. I see you up here. Hi, love. So glad you're here. Does anybody have any questions for me? I'll stay on. Oh, you are welcome, darling. I know what it's like because I spent my whole life in suicidal ideation and depression. I don't like to talk about it, but I'm starting to come out of the closet with it because I realize that there are so many people with the same condition that don't want to talk about it. And I was just hearing somebody say today there was a psychologist with suicidal depression, and it was rather embarrassing for him. And that's how I felt for years as a counselor with depression with suicidal ideation. It's like, what? But I still wanted to help people, even though I felt bad. In fact, helping people was my remedy. You know, the work is the cure. Whatever your passion is, and my passion is um, helping you be empowered and just fall in love with your life. I'm trying to scroll down. It says there's a new message. Let's see what's going on here. Looks like that was it. Whoever else is here, say hi. And I'm here to answer any questions for you, either on this topic or any topic at all. I'm a counselor and a coach. And okay, so the suicidal depression, gone. 6 years ago, I got off my 18-year addiction to Zoloft. I could not get off. Things got worse when I tried to get off Zoloft. That's when I really wanted to leave the planet. And and sorry, I lost my train of thought for a minute. I got off Zoloft with the help of a coach, and I've never looked back. And I reverse engineered the whole depression, anxiety, panic, self doubt thing. So it's an ongoing process, but I'm here to tell you that there is another way. Vicki, I have to work at it too, day by day, and make the best of each day I can. And tomorrow is another day. Be thankful for everything in my life, and everything works out for me. Yes. Absolutely right, Vicki. Absolutely right. And when we fall off the wagon, when we don't do what we say we're going to do, when we don't honor ourselves, it's just going, hey, what can I do this now? Like this afternoon, I threw myself out and I went for a walk. It felt so good because I made a promise to my soul that I would work on my upper body. I still haven't done my weights yet today, but I may. And if I don't, I just pick up tomorrow. But I know that I have my intention to keep my promise to myself. And I've been doing it now for going on 3 weeks. I think I've only missed a couple of days in that time. The whole thing is exactly that, Vicki. You just go the next day. Good point. Christine, trying to find ways to become myself again. Yes, Christine. Bravo. And have you lost yourself in a relationship? This is what I'm wondering, because this is what I did. So give me a little more detail, honey, so I can address that. Do you have a question around it? Because that's what I've worked with women for 24 years now doing. Since 1995. Sorry, I've got to get off my feet. I'm sitting on my, yeah. Oh, better. Sitting on my feet. There we go. I remember having to find myself again. It was huge. It's huge. I now have myself, but I found myself. I mean, I really, really, really worked at it. Medical issues. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. I've done a lot of work on this. Migraines are from resistance. What in your life are you resisting? And not like you're supposed to surrender to it, because maybe you're not supposed to surrender to it. Maybe you're resisting an abusive relationship. I don't know. So I wouldn't tell you to not resist that. But there's a war going on inside of you. That's what the source of migraines is. Okay? So just go within and really feel into that. And if you want to drop the comments, I can just coach you through it. The other thing, fibromyalgia. Is that what you mean? Fibromyalgia? If it is fibromyalgia, I'll just talk to that just a little bit. Um, Fibromyalgia, and I'm not minimizing by saying this, my mother had it, my sister had it. She has it no more because she's been working with me for a while. Um, she's in my program called Earth Angel School. She's done coaching with me. I've helped her to find herself. And that's exactly what fibromyalgia is, and chronic fatigue syndrome. And there's another one that can be classified as what is called, I heard Gay Hendricks call, diseases of unfulfillment. Diseases of unfulfillment. And again, not to minimize, like, oh, you're not fulfilled, so that's why this is happening. No, I'm not minimizing it whatsoever. Because it goes into, okay, good. Sorry if the connection is spotty. Oh, okay. Okay. So diseases of unfulfillment. And it's, again, getting deeply connected to yourself in this self-love journey. You have to find yourself. If you don't, this is what happens to women and male earth angels, is we die young. I'm not saying that to put but I'm just putting it in perspective. This is what happens. And we're not comfortable when we're dying because we're dying of diseases. So the best thing you can do for yourself, Christine, and this is serving everybody on the call, I promise you, because this is the population that I work with, the earth angels, to empower you. Find what you love, and then find the courage to declare yourself. Because until we do, this is what happens. This is the fallout of us ignoring ourselves and not keeping our promises to ourselves. Does that make sense? When we've lost ourselves, when we've surrendered ourselves to a relationship, our body doesn't like it, our partner doesn't like it, our our life doesn't like it, our soul doesn't like it, because you came here as a sovereign being. And then for some reason, when we get into a relationship, we think we're supposed to give that up. And it's like, no, I just did a talk on a global summit yesterday called Peaceful Bride. And the talk that I gave was on how to keep yourself interesting to your partner. And it's to go back to being the person you were when you met him. And for some reason, as women, we think when we come into a relationship, we're supposed to, throw all that away. We're just supposed to be completely devoted to this person. Well, guess what? You get really boring to this person fast. And then they start being mean, and then does this whole big cycle. So going back, and maybe you just start with something little like a hobby, or you start with something like, I know with your fibromyalgia, you're probably in a lot of pain. So maybe you just start with, walking around the house, and then walking around the block, and then making a little more every time. If you're in the United States or Europe, we're coming into spring and summer now. So you can just moving your body, movement. They say a walk a day is more effective than Prozac. So if we are just in a commitment to move our bodies every day, and I made a chart actually where I write the day and then all these check marks. One day I do biceps and shoulders. The next day I do triceps and then overhead things and 10 push-ups and 50 stair steps, and I threw in a walk. And then I also do a spiritual practice that and it just feels good to check that off every day. After finding out my bully of a boss fired me, he was cruel for months. Now I'm scared to be a counselor. Or should I even be in this field? I just feel lost. Okay, so are you a counselor now, darling? My screen's having a slow time going down. Oh, here we go. Yes, yes. Are you a counselor now, or are you just in your studies still? And here's the thing: you feel called to be a counselor because you have a gift. Yes. So was that the question? That you're a counselor now? Okay, hold on. Okay, good. Stay in the field. Stay in the field. The world needs you. Yes, stay licensed. Grab yourself by your bootstraps and believe in yourself to win, Christine, because if you don't, nobody else will. And you just start putting out resumes and you start knocking on doors and you start putting yourself out there. Okay? And this boss who has been mean and a bully, he's the one who's making you stand up for yourself. That's why these people who are our problems in our life are really our teachers, because they get us to move. Okay, Vicky's saying to soak in a tub of Epsom salt, hydrate, list over and over with you're thankful for what you're thankful for. Okay, hydrate. Okay, so drink lots of fluids, she's saying. List over and over what you're thankful for. Go for walks. D3, B12, magnesium, natural lighting in your home. Turn up music and dance like no one's watching. Yay, Vixter. Who'd you learn all that from? Or most of it. Very good, Vicky. All of Vicky said was really true. And we can't this is what I mean about not believing in ourselves. We can't let one weenie take us out of our dream. It's like, excuse my language, but F him. Okay? With all the love in the world, F him. It's your great big life. What are you going to do with your great big life, Christine? This is so powerful tonight. I'm so glad you're here and bringing this up. We have to believe in ourselves to win, not to place or to show, but to win. That means you're the one coming over the finish line of the horse race. You're the one whose nose is touching the finish line first. You're a counselor. You're a licensed counselor. I know what that takes. It takes a lot of dreaming and a lot of work. And you did it, and don't let anybody take it from you. Don't let anybody take it from you. And that you're licensed, you can get a job in all kinds of clinics, and it's just you need to believe in yourself. And you are, do what Vicky says here, all these things that Vicky is saying, every single one of them, do them religiously. Do you have Epsom salts at home? Or run out right now after this live stream and go get the Epsom salts and get in the tub. These events are the things that actually make us strong. Do you know what builds bones is resistance? Like pounding the pavement and lifting weights, because it's our ligaments pulling against our bones, so it's making them harder. Okay, that's what this bully boss is doing for you. So these people who have been our greatest teachers, I call them, are really people that we need to turn around and be thankful for, because without them, we would have just kept being a doormat. I'm no longer I'm still a really nice person, but I'm no longer a doormat. And then you also learn to have compassion. That's further down the road. No pressure on yourself. But I have compassion for those people who have been my greatest teachers, because they're only giving us the extent of the love that they have for themselves. And when you get that in perspective, that makes things a lot better. I hope that's helping. Do not give up your license. Do not let this man take your career from you. You worked hard for this, sister. You worked really hard for this. You keep it. And you're going to resurrect like the phoenix out of the fire, and you're going to be more of you, and it's going to be marvelous. You won't even recognize yourself a year from now, Christine. Let's start with what Vicki said here. Perfect. And keep showing up on these live streams, because they're going to help you every single day. And watch the replays. Join us live. Watch the replay the next day. Then the next day is the next one. And then watch the replay the next day. So you just are every day washed. It's imperative for us to be empowered. That's how I did it. I washed myself. I washed my brain. My brain needed washing. Oh, Christine. Okay, I have been licensed. Okay. Hold on. Oh, Vicki, thank you. Great advice. Okay, good. Good. And that's what we're like here. This is, even though it's a public space, and Christine, I invite you to go over and join my private Facebook group called Your Great Big Life. Your Great Big Life. There's a picture of me on the banner. Mine does as well. Okay. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the screen catching up? I can't remember what I said. What was I saying? Yeah, we're a sisterhood here. Even though it's a public space, I don't attract mean people. Ever. We had somebody gave the wrong Facebook address for selling a couch, and we had all these odd comments one night, like, we want to buy the couch. Can we see the couch? I'm like, this isn't the place for the couch. But in all this, God, how long have I been doing this, Vicki? Over a year? I think I've been doing these free live streams for over a year. Is that right? Could that be right? Vicki, help me. I can't remember. Have I been doing these for a year or just since this November? I can't remember. They just seem like they've always been a part of me. In all that time, the sisterhood that's here, the Earth Angel Sisterhood, is like, Vicki, just giving you help. We're all in this together. Brainwash, yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah, it happens. You just have to let it happen. Must not have been that important. But yeah, I know everything you're going through. I've either been through it myself or experienced it with my clients or done it myself to other people. So my journey's been a really long one. I've always been an earth angel, but you know how as earth angels we can also get mean because we're like, we feel caged and then we pounce out. We want to pounce out. So whenever we're mean, that's why. And we just keep going. We just keep going. Most important to believe in ourselves. One of the first places to start, I imagine you've gotten my ebook, Christine. If you haven't, go to 3keys2selflove.com and get that. And there are a few tools in the back that will help you. Have I been doing this for over a year? Vicki? Or did I just start in November? I can't believe I only started in November. I think it was a year ago. Oh, wait. No, it had to be a year ago in November because I was doing them when I was coming across from North Dakota here, right? Has to have been over a year. So I've been doing these almost a year and a half. And Vicki's been with me from the beginning, so she knows. Okay, great. So those 13 tools in the back are really powerful. Don't get overwhelmed with them. I do one every morning. I've started doing this, and you might really love this one, Christine. When I look in the mirror, I don't say, I love you, I really love you. I focus on this pupil first, and I look right in this pupil, and I say, I love you, I really love you. And then I move my eyes to this pupil, and I say, I love you, I really love you. And you'll notice that one side of you is more receptive than the other side. It's really interesting. So when you stand in the mirror, and then it took me a long time to go, oh, my eyebrow's crooked. Oh, look at that, wrinkle, whatever. It takes a while to calm that thing down. Just stay with it. I love you. I really love you. And watch things start to move. There's so many tools. And the other one is to name 5 things you really appreciate about yourself. And as you come more deeply into your purpose, I just learned this from my mentor yesterday, I think. She just reiterated it just before I got on this call with you guys. Ask yourself every day, how can I more deeply be in my purpose today? How can I more deeply be in my purpose today? And more deeply enjoy and fun. And as you ask that question every day, as I ask that question every day, I'm really excited about journaling on that question every day. I'm excited to see what's going to be happening. And the same with you too, Christine. So I'm just offering that to you from my beloved counselor. No, she's not a counselor, my beloved mentor. So I'm going to be sharing some things with you from her. She has a visualization I'm going to be putting out called the Millionaire Mirror Visualization. And it's so amazing. It's so amazing. It just expands you. So stay tuned for that. So I hope this has been helpful. Christine, I'm so glad you joined us. Feel free to shoot me an email, Christine, Lorraine@LorrainePursell.com. Lorraine@LorrainePursell.com. Just to get to know you a little bit better. Okay, is there anything else I can help you with? Yeah, that is a good prompt, isn't it? I want to see you come back alive, just like I want to see Vicki back up on the stage. Oh, great. Okay, that's wonderful, Vixter. Vicky's saying, I'm loving aloe vera gel on my skin now. It's awesome. Also, wake up and say it's gonna be a great day every morning. But I learned this from Joe Dispenza. Um, the the thing that when I start to even remember that I'm human, I say is, what's the highest ideal of me today? What's the highest ideal of me today? What's the highest ideal of me today? And then I say thank you until I get into this really high state, like high, like I'm high on something, and I'm high on oxytocin, the euphoria drug. And from that space, that's where I journal and do all my stuff and have my morning routine. This has been so fun tonight. Really enjoyed meeting you, Christine. Oh, it has been amazing, just incredible. Well, email me. You're going to be announced. You're going to be announced. You're going to be getting email announcements when I go live 3 times a week, and getting the replays in your inbox once they go up on YouTube. And it's a safe place, safe space. People don't hang around who aren't friendly. They take one feel of my energy and they scram. So it's a wonderful space, and we all create it together because we're all earth angels, and I'm here to empower you and bring out your greatness and your love for yourself, Christine. I was the lowest of the low. I thought I didn't even belong on the surface of the earth. I had negative zero self-esteem. I had self-esteem in the negative numbers. And when I would think about myself, I would feel like a worm. A worm. That's how I felt. And now look at me. And I just share the tools that I used and continue to use, because we get better, we improve, we make milestones. But as Vicki will tell you, it's a constant work. It's a constant, beautiful work. And then falling in love with our life and falling in love with our purpose. And Christine, as a counselor, you have a great purpose. And thank you for joining us tonight. Hold on. Vicki, I'm loving. Okay, that's that. Oh, it's been okay. Oh wait, I just went to the. I think you mean mall, and bought stuff for my garden, and my oxygen went up to 100% on my finger meter. It was amazing. Oh, sister. Vicki is healing herself right now, and it's only a matter of time, darling. You're so there. I've seen it all along. That's what I do. I see people. It's my gift. I see people, and I see. And so when I coach people, it's about um, not letting you slip back. It's about holding you to, yeah, holding you to that standard of who you are, because I see your gifts. And I see your potential. That's one of my gifts. So the other thing to do is to ask yourself often 5 things that I like about myself. And you can say the same things over and over again. In fact, go ahead and write them in here. I'll write mine too. If you can only come up with 5, that's fine. Just keep repeating them every day. Okay? And then you'll come up with some new ones. I like. my bear, my smile, my tenacity, my belief, and my my belief, my smile, my tenacity, my faith. So go ahead and write it in the comments. By you making it public, it's going to expand it. Vicky, name 5 things you like about you. Is somebody else here that I don't know? Oh, please say hello. So glad you're here. And just bask in the bliss and the joy. It's your birthright. And as earth angels expand in their glow and their joy, it just emanates out. We're here to raise the vibration of the planet. And as we take care of ourselves and love ourselves, that's exactly what's happening. The planet is shifting. The energy of the planet is shifting. Who else wants to add what they like about themselves? 5 things you like about you. I have 5G too in my screen. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, Vicky, I love my eyes, my long, healthy hair, my honesty, my love for nature, my gift for others to be their honest, true self around me and feel comfortable around me. Wonderful. Okay, looks like Christine weighed in. I like that I am a good listener. Yeah, you are being a counselor. I am willing to help others with question. I think you might mean without question. That I will defend my friends and family. I'm a good baker and I love animals. Sister, it's time for you to believe in you. Time for you to believe in you. Very good. So every day, I invite you to do that every day and remind yourself. And if you still have to interact with this bully boss, just put a shield of white light around you and know that it's anything he's saying to you is what he's actually saying to himself. Anything he's doing to you, he's actually doing to himself. And that's the extent of how much he can love himself. That's it. And then you'll come from such a powerful place of compassion, but not tolerating it either. While you're looking for another place, or he gets fired, or moves on, or moves to another department or something. Yay, this has been such a blast tonight. So tonight's self-love lesson was to take ourselves seriously, to keep our promises to ourselves. I think there was like some kind of title for it, but let's see. Yeah, keeping our promises. Yeah, we're good at keeping our promises. Oh, yeah. We're good at keeping our promises to others, but not to ourselves as earth angels, which really sucks because it's only when we keep our promises to ourselves that we really come into our power. Then we learn that we can trust ourselves. Yeah. Yeah, we're usually the last one to take ourselves seriously, and that's got to change. So when you have a desire, when you have a belief, it's time. Christine, get ready to shine on, honey. And you've lost 22 pounds now. Last time you weighed in, it was 15. Victor, way to go. Yeah. Woohoo. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Okay, well, I'm going to close this up. Nobody has any other questions or comments? I love you. I'm back here on Friday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern for Body Talk Friday, where we tap into your own body's wisdom for what it needs to heal over the weekend. And then again on Monday morning for Fairy Godmother Monday, where I look really silly with a necklace around my forehead with all these jewels on it, and I have my magic wands. And I show you how to grant your own wish as your fairy godmother. After 23 years as a counselor and a coach, I've earned fairy godmother status. So be sure you join me. Be sure you share this with your friends who need this. And I'm also starting to do this cool thing. On Sundays, I'm sending out a video recap. I know. I'm a video recap email on Sundays. So you have all three of these emails in your inbox on Sundays, so you can watch them at your leisure or rewatch them. Because with my energy, they're laden with light codes. They'll actually transform you on a cellular and a DNA level, like miraculously. Okay, so another one of my gifts. So watch them and rewatch them because the energy just comes out and through. One of our sisters in Australia has a son who is autistic, and he just loves my live streams. Isn't that funny? So he can just feel the energy, right? Yay. And just a little bit about George and Mike. Vicki and I have this long-standing joke about Magic Mike. And she's in love with George Clooney. He is a very, very, very gorgeous man. Okay, so was there another comment that just came through, I think? Is there another comment? Okay, so it looks like that's it for now. Yeah, 45 comments? How could there have been 45 comments? Did that happen? Well, this was a lot of fun. So, yeah, be sure you're signed up on my email list. And in the next few days, I am going to be offering Earth Angel School again. So keep your eyes out for that. Yeah, funny, huh? Vicki makes us laugh. She says, what she really wants to manifest is the Publishers Clearinghouse van pulling up to her house with George and Mike in it. Thank you for tonight. Sweet dreams. Darling, thank you. This has been a blast. So here's to loving you. Talk to you Friday morning. Lorraine Pursell. Go to 3keys2selflove.com. If you're watching the replay, please write replay in the comments. And I always try to check in with your comments. So I really like it when you comment. I love your comments. So write replay if you're watching the replay. Love you. Bye.